Hello, welcome back. We are sitting in the middle of my living room amongst all of these piles of boxes and bags and briefcases. And the reason for that is that I wanted to show you what my house looks like right before we do one of our self-produced series concerts. We just did our first concert at the Chicago Cultural Center, which is the first show of our In Transit series. We were really excited to be able to produce this show not only at the Cultural Center but also at park districts throughout the city completely free this year, which is a huge fundraising feat but something we're really excited to do for audiences both that we're used to seeing at the Cultural Center and new audiences in neighborhoods of the city that we haven't been before. So this is going to be a really fun one for us. So for In Transit, we are doing our signature of narrative chamber music, so telling great stories through chamber music and either projections or other art forms or collaborations with artists of different genres. So for this year, we are using projections again. We're collaborating with a director and a writer. So the director is Robert Quinlan. The writer is Rebecca Scallett, who worked with us last year on The Weaver's Tales. And we also have feature art provided by artist Jay Nolte, who we're really excited to have on board with us this year. The whole idea with In Transit is that now we sort of tell all of our stories through social media, and we wanted to be able to tell 4 different stories this year through our characters' entries in social media. So you'll see during the show that the narrative gets pushed forward through our characters' posts on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, comic book forums in the case of this first show, and many other things like that. So what you'll see behind me in some of these boxes, you'll see what we thought was going to be our programs. We actually were supposed to have these printed at 5 inches across each cube. Unfortunately, they came to us about 1 inch across each cube, so you really have to have incredible eyes to be able to read this one. So this was one of the many things that can go wrong before a performance. The cool part about it is, though, that anybody who happened to get one of these, because we kept them on anyway, they're super fun, did have the joy of putting them together and playing with them. So I kind of like the size for a toy. But the outside has all of our little characters from the In Transit series, including Tim, our main character, Quinn the bully, the Lord of Shadows is somewhere here, I think, and then the Sentinel also. So we're very excited about that. But Eric found that this was going to be the case a couple days before the show and worked really hard to create an alternative program, which is actually legible, super exciting, and you can see the art better. So Eric saves the day. The other really exciting thing that I wanted to share with you about this year's show was the Hope Cadenza. This was an idea that came to us from James Buckhouse, who is in our artistic advisory board. And the whole idea with the Hope Cadenza is that we're always looking for ways to pull our audience into creating the experience of the show, not just being there with us, as much as we love that part of it as well. We want to give people a chance to be a part of the show. And the Hope Cadenza is a way for audiences to participate through their smartphones. So at the end, we had a piece that we performed. It was the last movement of the Mozart. And we gave audiences a chance to react to what they saw in the storyline. So they were able to either tweet or text their hopes for the characters or for society at large based on the issues that we were exploring in the show. And I was given the job of sitting backstage with a phone and just copying anything that came in via text into our Twitter feed. And at first I thought to myself, oh my goodness, no one's going to do it, it's so frightening. And then I started getting a flood of text so quickly I could barely keep up, and it was really, really cool to watch. So we had some great comments. I know Eric was in the crowd and he definitely said that he saw a huge number of people popping up their phones and participating, and a lot of the feedback we got from that was really, really positive. So the good news is that we're going to continue to live stream these via Ustream, and people can participate in the Hope Cadenza whether they're actually in the building with us or not. So looking forward to that for the rest of the season, and we will see you again in a couple weeks.